Every society and individual views the world through a moral and spiritual imaginative vision. This vision shapes not only our ideas of good manners, politics, morality, and success, but even shapes our actions, and thus our character. To call this vision imaginative is not to say that it is make-believe. Instead, it refers to the idea that each human person possesses the astonishing ability to carry an entire world in our minds. We carry memories of the past and thoughts about the future alongside our experience of the present moment, and we can consider realities that are not immediately present or visible to us. This allows us to understand our lives as part of a larger narrative. Christianity is not merely an add-on to an otherwise secular vision of the world. Christianity forms the basis of a unique imaginative vision, enabling Christians to see the whole world in a coherent, interconnected way. As Christians, then, a key aspect of conversion is to attempt to see the world differently, in a fresh way, according to the imaginative vision given us by God. The modern secular vision begins with the view that what is real is only what is available to the senses. Immaterial things just don't exist. This means that the world we see is all there is, so it's all that matters. Nothing important is beyond it. The secular narrative starts with random atoms and chaotic forces that by an extraordinary set of unlikely accidents have given rise to the complexities of life and culminated with self-conscious creatures. Us. We are on an upward path of development and progress, and the time has come when this random process needs to be seized by a humanity come of age. There is no limit to what we might become. The stars await. Meanwhile, fulfilling this destiny requires absolute freedom for self-creation. Anything that gets in the way of our individual autonomy is unjust and oppressive, keeping us from our personal dignity and corporate destiny. This means that God especially needs to be kept to the margins. Admitting the existence and activity of God would impose rules and purposes that we did not create. What about the Catholic imaginative vision? At the core of the Catholic imaginative vision is the conviction that we have been created by God with a profound purpose and born into a reality that is both visible and invisible. And the world we cannot see is incomparably more real, more lasting, more beautiful, and larger than the world we can see. Our ultimate purpose is tied up with that invisible world. Christians further hold that there is a great epic drama being enacted around us and within us, a battle between good and evil in both the visible and invisible worlds. Every person has a role to play in this unfolding drama. Each of us is engaged in a great cosmic story, caught between the interplay of good and evil, triumph and failure, heroes and villains. The ultimate consequences of this story are of eternal significance. According to the Christian narrative, humanity has been created for a magnificent destiny, life forever in the presence of God. But we have dealt ourselves a mortal wound by turning away from God, the terrible consequences of which are all around us. But in an act of inestimable generosity, God entered the visible world, became one of us, and died for us, thereby paying the price for our defiance. This action of God and our participation with it is at the heart of human history, and it is at the heart of each of our personal stories. It is easy to see that these two visions of humanity and its destiny are at odds. They cannot both be true. If the Christian imaginative vision is true, then coming to see the world in this new, fresh way is not just a matter of preference. It is of urgent importance.